This is how you're supposed to listen to audio. It's an immersion experience. You want to deprive your senses, all your senses, except for your hearing. So Tyler, let's listen to this. Oh yeah, it's good. Oh, it's good. Good audio.
Without the cables attached?
Shut your mouth. To commemorate our epic, build your own headset buyer's guide, we're gonna do something cool. Tyler here, what have you got?
Q701 Mod Mic 4.0. We use these in some of the videos, but you can win this.
Yep, and here's how you win it. You just go click on some stuff on the bottom of the screen. It'll take you to a place where you can like all kinds of things and enter several different ways, and then you can win a pretty epic setup and completely kill your headset. Best of luck. All right, in this video, what we're gonna do is talk about getting rid of gaming headsets entirely and building our own by just coming over here and grabbing a microphone, grabbing a set of headphones, because you can have any headphone you want as long as you attach a microphone or get a separate microphone. That's really the problem with headsets. And we covered that in the first video. So right now we're gonna step up the price a little bit and try to stick around $150 in total with the the headphones and the microphone. So, all right. First thing we're gonna start with right here is the Mod Mic. Mod Mic version 4 is the new version that's out. The first version, it had a more full sound. It was not noise canceling, and it sounded really good. It was just a really nice microphone, but version 4 has a more direct sound. It's got less bass. Right now you're hearing the input on the Panasonic GH4, and it has a pretty decent microphone input. Just it's a little bit too hot, so I can't hold it as close as I would like, or else it'll peak. See that? It's peaking. But it also does a really good job with isolating your voice, and it's super, super clean. I use it. It's great. Recommend it. So we got some other options here. Now you know this one, right?
Yeah, it's the Samson Meteor Mic. My friend uses this on the other line. Sounds good. Same thing with any microphone. If it's a desktop microphone, you're probably better off with push to talk, because when you're just running it open, if you have a mechanical keyboard for sure, it's going to pick that up. So if you're going to use a desktop mic and you have a mechanical keyboard, use push to talk. I know it's annoying, you have to hit a button first world problems, but
yeah. I mean, the other thing I've got about like desktop mics is they get all the bumps and everything like that. But if you're someone who's really serious about this and you're doing a podcast or you're streaming, I mean, this can be a good microphone for a podcast. Just don't smack your desk and make sure. I mean, one like pro tip: throw like a blanket over your head and do your podcast under the blanket. It'll actually sound really clean.
Yeah.
You can't really do that when you're streaming to Twitch or Hitbox or whatever.
I would not donate to you if you're putting a blanket over your head and streaming.
You're kidding me? That could look pretty funny. You're going to want to spend more money on the microphone than you do probably on anything. It's like really important that people hear you. Well, I mean, like for $100 you get the AT2020 here from Audio-Technica. The same thing sounds great. So, or a Yeti, blue microphone Yeti. So anyway, that's the microphone. Now to start off, you guys can still go for the Superlux HD 668B. Still has the open sound stage. Still has very good positional audio. Clean, decent frequency response, not much bass.
Right. It's still a fantastic headphone for the price.
I mean, insane for the price. Now, you're spending a little bit more money. So I imagine you guys want some comfort on those ears, right? I'm going to comfort you. So what we're going to do is we're going to comfort you guys right now. These for like $5 are velvet. They sound great. If you want to step up from that even, you can also get the AKG, the 700 series, and even the 200, the 240s. They have the same size ear pad, so you guys can get that. You can get the velour ones if you want. They cost a little bit more money, like $30, but still, you're talking $60 for a really good sounding set of headphones. All right, moving right along here. You know about these.
Yeah, the HD 518s. I'm not a huge fan of Sennheiser, but if you want Sennheiser, this is probably the absolute best bang for your buck Sennheiser headphone you can get. They sound a lot better than the 400 series below it. And the 500 series is the sweet middle ground for Sennheiser.
Yeah.
The higher end stuff doesn't sound too much better than the 500 series.
So, people get really angry when you say things like, oh, Sennheisers sound kind of the same, man.
They do.
They kind of do. And let's go ahead and prove it here. So these are the ones you like.
Yep, 518s.
Yep.
If I was going to buy some, I was going to buy these ones.
$79. I kind of like these a little better, but they're decently more expensive, but 558s. And then just for reference, they sound almost just like these, the 598s. Truly not.
And they're double the price, and then some.
All right, here to prove it is our frequency response graph over on headroomandheadphone.com. The top one there, that's yours. You like bass. This has a little amplified bass, 518s. But then the 558s and the 598s, look at those frequency response graphs. They are so similar. The only thing is you have a little more sparkle here in the treble with the 558s, and I actually prefer that. Makes my rock and roll sound like rock and roll should sound.
Right.
And metal sound like metal should sound. So you can hear the people typing right now. They're all typing ATH
M50s.
M50X. Yeah. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't care for those at all.
But if you want something like that, the best value is the M40Xs, which is the model right below it. It's nearly the exact same headphone. It has all the same features, detachable cable. If you look at them side by side, I believe they have the same pads and everything. I believe the ATH M50Xs are 170. These are 100, and like I said, they're nearly the same headphone. So if you really want to get into the hype, save some money and get the M40s. If you really want something like that.
I mean, to be fair, I think the M50s do have slightly better bass. Some people really want that.
Right.
These are closed. I don't like them for gaming at all. Like closed headphones for gaming, no.
Right.
Don't care for it. But if you guys, every time anybody says the M50, I'm like, you guys are just parroting. It's almost ridiculous at this point. I love Audio-Technica products. I especially like their open back products like the 700X and the 900X.
Yep. Fantastic.
But if someone really wants that sound and they really want that style of headphone, it's a no-brainer. The Biodynamic Custom 1 Pro sounds so much better, and it's built better, it's tougher. It doesn't fold in, and it doesn't travel as easily.
Right.
You know, I mean, you got to get the 7506 from Sony if you want that, but that also has a much better frequency response curve compared to the M50X. So, guys, there it is. Yeah. If you're just someone who really loved the M50X and you think I'm totally wrong, I want to know exactly why, because I don't understand why everyone recommends these things. It makes no sense to me. They're good, but not for $160, maybe for like 80. You know, another thing that's really cool about this one is there's a special thing. You know about this.
Yep. So what Biodynamic thankfully thought about is that, maybe somebody wants to use these as a gaming headset. So they do make thankfully they're detachable cable, so you unplug the stock cable, plug this in, and now you have a headset.
And won't this work with other, different pairs of headphones out there that also have a detachable cable?
Depending on how it's terminated, yes, you should be able to use this for any headset that has a detachable cable that has the same style plug. That makes sense.
That's going to put you way over budget, so...
Yeah.
But, just so you know, it's there. All right, moving right along then. Let's go ahead and take a look at your choice earbuds.
Yes, I'm not a huge IEM person, unfortunately, just because my ears don't really fit IEMs, but the SE215s are basically the go-to IEM for $100. It's like the M50 hype, but these IEMs are actually
you actually like them?
Yeah. I personally like the clear ones. They look like hearing aids, and they're I don't know, they look cool, but. Yeah, these are, if you want IEMs for $100, these are basically the go-to IEMs for $100.
I don't know, man. My experience with the Ospreys so far, the ones we talked about in the last episode, they're like $50. Those things sound so good and they're so comfortable. I wear them every time I get on a plane that I would almost go cheap and go with those. And you guys can check those out in the last video because they were so cheap that they were like, it doesn't belong in the expensive video.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and here's another thing you can do specifically for the Shores. You can get these different sized little foam tips.
Yeah, the tips.
Improving the comfort.
Yeah, the tips, the rubber ones that come with them stock aren't incredibly comfortable. These are, now you go through these a lot faster than the rubber ones, but they're a lot more comfortable. They're foam, and they fit almost kind of like if you've ever went to a gun range and put an earplug in your head, in your ear. That's basically what these are. They fit in nice and comfortable, and you squish them and then you let them blow up in your ear, and they fit nice and comfy. So.
The Greatest Prestige Series SR80E, brand new driver in these. These things have a decently flat response curve, but almost a slight hi-fi sound, a little boost in the treble, a little slant up in the higher end of the lows, like toward the mids. But they have a nice even, no spikes and that sort of thing. But they sound really good, and they're also extremely open. These are probably my favorite when it comes to being open, and there's also a little spot here where you can stick, like right there in the center if you wanted to. You could stick your mod mic. It might be a little weird because of the lettering there, but you could do that. Now, the downside to these Grado headphones is the comfort. Build quality is decent. I mean, these are handmade in Brooklyn, all that cool. Got the cool leather strap, but they have this old school aesthetic and this old school mentality, and their comfort is just not there for long sessions. You can come down here and buy some different cushions, and that will help a lot, but that's going to add a little bit to the price. But if you're going to buy these, you are probably going to want to buy some different, you know, cushions. Go ahead and read up on the different types of cushions out there, but these are not extremely comfortable.
No, not for long periods of gaming.
These are my favorites on the entire list. The SMS Audio Street by 50 Cent. Yeah!
Yeah. On to the next one.
These possibly have the best positional audio out of any of the different ones we looked at. They are probably going to be neck and neck between these and the Grados as far as positional audio goes. The Audio-Technica ATH 8500X, very similar to the 700X.
Yes.
Even in audio quality.
Yeah, they're. I think I don't want to say they're the same driver, but they're pretty close, and they're incredibly open.
Yeah, like ridiculously open.
Yeah, like you can hear birds chirping from a mile away at Battlefield.
You're like, whoa, that must have been, that was over there on that tree across the field to the northwest.
Yes.
Right there it is, exactly.
Maybe northwest.
You can hear it.
Yeah.
And we're not talking surround sound though, we're talking just with 2 speakers.
Yeah, it's just natural is better. I don't like surround sound software like that kind of stuff, but yeah, if you want really immersive gaming, I would definitely stick with these, and they have velour pads too, which means you're going to be able to play a lot longer, and they won't make your head sweat as much as the other ones. So
yeah,
and they're incredibly comfortable and light. If anyone knows the streamer Kaparian, I helped him get his audio life straight, and I have recommended these headphones. He loved them with our amp, so.
One thing you want to be, the only thing you want to be, I guess, made aware of is that since they're so open, everything that's going on around you, you can hear it. So if you got a really noisy room, or you got like people yelling at you all day in the background, where the hell do you live, man? First off, move out of the hood and then tell everyone to shut up. Everything will be fine. But yeah, you can hear a lot of the stuff that's going on around you, even while you're gaming or listening to music. Open headphones, better positional audio. Deal with it. All right, next up on the menu is the closed version for all of you who cannot move to a quieter place. It's the Air version and the Art version, but hey, maybe a little bit easier to stick stuff onto this.
Right.
Still, these do have a little bit slightly better bass as well.
Right, just because they're closed. Closed headphones tend to have better bass response.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Different options for different people. Another closed pair right here. I want you guys to see these because here's the main reason I want you guys to see these. This is the DT 770 Pro, and you guys can find these on eBay for just sort by price. $135. Buy it now. When you get them in the mail, do not be afraid to buy used gear and clean it. Just get some alcohol swabs for a couple of bucks and clean it. I can't tell you how many pair of used headphones have you purchased?
I only buy used.
Really?
Yeah, I only buy used. It's almost like kind of like a new and used car kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say that because there's more to go wrong, but
like as soon as you drive off the lot with the headphones, it's like they drop half in value.
Pretty much. It's a headphone. There's literally 2 moving parts besides the ear cups. Nothing's gonna break.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody before you was kind of gross and didn't clean them. Like I said, like you said, clean them off.
Alcohol swabs, Q-tips, take off the pads, clean under there, get their dandruff and their spider webs out of there.
Or just buy new pads.
Yeah.
If you're really worried about it. But yeah, I always buy used. That's the absolute best bang for your buck. Period. And if you see some headphones in our later higher end videos, go look for the used. Go look for used pair. You might be able to find something in your price range. The
reason I wanted to bring these up in particular, they're used. They're $135. Biodynamic also makes a gaming headset. Right here it is, the MX 300. It's about $314.
Not cheap.
And not cheap at all. But it's pretty much the same exact damn thing as a DT770 with the microphone attached. So it's basically a mod mic on these. So doing the math, you're still under $200 here with a fancy microphone on the DT770s. It's going to sound exactly the same as what you're getting there for like $315 from Biodynamic.
You have to deal with one more cable, but you save $100.
Can you deal with an extra cable? It's pretty lightweight,
If you need a headset, like for whatever weird reason, you cannot do a mod mic and a headphone,
or a desktop microphone, or something.
Or just whatever reason, or you just don't care. You just want a headset. This is one of the only headsets I'll ever recommend. I believe it's the exact same headphone as a 518 with a mic attached. Luckily, they don't gouge you as bad as the Biodynamic or Audio-Technica headsets.
Well, you know what? These things, I believe, are discontinued. Yeah, they're discontinued. So you got to get them here quickly, or you got to get them on eBay. And I think they're discontinuing them because they're focusing on the more expensive
I think
ones.
the
they're
Game
going
Zeros, yeah.
Yeah, they're a lot more expensive. So.
And they look a lot more worse than this. They're like white and gaudy, and I like my plain black stuff. So
yeah. So that's that. What's this over here? Oh, yeah, that's the see these gaming things. They're like they just throw a microphone on there and they jack the price up by a couple $100. It's like or $150 or whatever. So yeah,
that's basically the 8700X with the mic attached.
Yep.
If you want to pay an extra $150 for it, be my guest, but I'll save my money.
Pretty, but I'd much rather do it myself.
Right.
Now, since it's the end of the year, Tyler also decided to give our members $15 off. Just go to their website, pick out what you want, and it has to be over $100. But most of these items are, over $100. So just go ahead, pick out the items you want. Pick out some headphones. They got the new 1/4-inch jack on the O2 amp DAC combos. And then they got 3 different versions of the headphones. And you guys can watch our video to find out what each version of those sounds like. But all you have to do, go there, put in Tech 15 when you check out. And yeah, that's it. Enjoy. So let us know out there what you guys think. Let us know what headphones you're going to be using. And, if you have anything that, you think we missed or something, or maybe a pair of headphones that's like, oh my God, this is the Angel headphone. It's the best thing ever. And if you find a mic out there that you think is like the most beautiful mic ever, and it's like magical and it hangs from the ceiling and doesn't hit the desk or something, maybe we missed something, go ahead and post that in the comments so everyone else can see it. I think we did an okay job. So let's pat ourselves on the back and go have a beer. Yeah, let's do that as well. We're just trying to finish so we can have a beer. I don't know why I'm still talking. So yeah, subscribe to everything ever, or I will pour soup up your nose while you're asleep. Up your nose. Soup.
Hot soup.
Hot
soup.
Yes.
Get beer.
Yes, we get beer. Pieces of shit. They are, in fact,